welcome everybody here in Club 77. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but obviously we have a preseason game coming in just a few days and wanted to spend some time sharing with you all some of the exciting things we have in store, particularly as it relates to our fan experience for this upcoming Broncos season. And it really does, like a lot of things, when you hear me talk, it starts with ownership from day one. The Walton Penner family ownership group, particularly Greg as CEO and Carrie, have been just laser focused on the fan experience and really wanted to deliver upgrades to the fan experience, create memories for them on and off the field, and you'll see a lot of that today. Today what we want to highlight are 3 new additions to our fan experience. Last year, as you recall, a pretty massive investment, $100 million investment by our ownership group to upgrade the stadium, the largest capital improvement in the stadium's history. And so we're going to continue on that this year. So 3 things we're going to highlight. One is where you're standing here, Club 1977, a really upgraded hospitality game day experience for our fans. Jesse Nading will talk about this a little bit later, but also gives them access to our major events throughout the year, a really special place here. The second thing that we're going to talk about is our Stadium Artist Series. We'll take a walk that we introduced last year, really spearheaded by Carrie Walton Penner, something that was really important to her and important to us, obviously celebrating not just the pride, tradition, and history of the Broncos, but also what's special about the Rocky Mountain region, and you'll see that carried on in throughout the artwork around the stadium. And the third thing, probably what I'm here for more than anything, is the food. Really excited. We'll have about a dozen new food items added to our menu this year. Our great partners at Aramark, they're very creative, constantly trying to upgrade that part of the fan experience as well. And we'll take a walk a little bit later and you'll get to see that. So those are the 3 things we're going to highlight. I think as we get closer to game day and you guys are in and around the stadium this season, you'll also notice a few other things. One, the expansion of Ring of Fame Plaza outside. So we've added a 3rd different section to that area. We've got 2 Broncos greats going in, Steve Foley and Riley Odoms this year, so we had to make space. It's a great problem to have, so we'll celebrate that this year. And then for all of us with our phones, laptops, and iPads on game day, Wi-Fi will be enhanced this year. We're going from 1,400 to 2,400 access points around the stadium. Effectively, your Wi-Fi is going to be faster on game days during the season this year, so really excited about that. Happy to take questions later on or as we're walking through about all of these great enhancements to the fan experience. But with no further ado, I'll turn it over to Jesse Nading, our Senior Vice President for Strategy and Business Development, to talk specifically about this Club 1977. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Damani. Welcome, everybody. So wanted to first and foremost echo a little bit what Damani had shared. I think we're really fortunate to have an ownership group that both, one, pushes us, but also supports us in developing new fan experiences here at Empower Field at Mile High. Club 1977, as Damani mentioned, we're really excited. We wanted to create something that was all-inclusive as well as premium for our guests. And so with this space, as Damani mentioned, the only space in the building that will have access to both Broncos games, but also non-Broncos events. It's also all-inclusive food and beverage. So as you'll see, we worked with Epicurean Catering in the back to really elevate the food and beverage programming in this space. It's everything that our guests will eat will be unique to this space and cannot be found anywhere else in the stadium. On top of the game day programming, we're really excited to welcome our guests on an away trip each year. So this year we'll bring them down to New Orleans. Expect them to be loud. We know it'll be loud with Saints fans, so we hope that they're loud as well as an ongoing series of exclusive events. So we're excited to kick off the year with an event with Randy Gradishar, of course, our most recent Hall of Fame member of the 1977 Orange Crush defense. So really excited to, one, welcome our new members. This will be 54 members strong, and we launched the club just a few weeks ago, hosted members for the first time for the Kenny Chesney concert. I think generally speaking, everybody's jaw drops. A lot of people that have spent time in other premium spaces came in, and we're really happy with the experience. From a design point of view, I think it was really important for us that this space feel distinct from other spaces in the building. So I think you'll see us leaning into that 1977 motif. I think Damani said we want it to feel fresh, but not feel like your grandmother's living room. So you'll see pops of the royal blue. Of course, we'll have orange throughout. But in this space, you'll only see the old D logo. And so really want to make sure we're paying ode to that 1977 team. We also worked with Kevin Johnson, our creative director, you'll see a lot of true 1977 photography placed strategically throughout, and as well as some memorabilia from that 1977 season here on the wall. So my personal favorite is the team photo, some impressive hairdos and facial hair that were happening in 1977. So we're really excited, as Damani mentioned, to host people for the game this weekend. Really excited about the launch and the rollout of this program and the continued evolution of what we're able to offer here. So with that, I think have a look around, and I know, Megan, we're heading down to the third level for some more information on our art program next.
Yeah, wonderful.